Hi there, this is going to be a past life reading. And as you guys know, these are general. It's not going to resonate with everybody, okay? What we generally do is pull some of these past life oracle cards, feel it out, channel it, and then in the extended, which is optional to purchase, I do a tarot spread there, okay? So let's just get right into this. I do these only as I feel guided. It's just not something that I force. It's just, we go with the flow with this. Knighthood. Holy shit, it's the Brotherhood. Oh my lordy. So a lot of you guys may have connections, or your masculine has connections with the Brotherhood, aka Melchizedek type of shit. I'm going to have to tread real lightly with this. I feel like they don't want me to get too much into this. Jesus was also said to be a part of the Brotherhood, you know, like Leonardo da Vinci, you know, okay. This is also people from that type of era where you're talking about castles, and it's very King Arthur and Guinevere and Lancelot, right? So it's very medieval. Someone's medieval past life is really screaming, but it's also screaming, it translates into this lifetime into the Brotherhood. And if you are not familiar, or whatever, haven't heard me speak about it, it's probably because you haven't been meant to hear it or to kind of be introduced to it yet. I'm just going to stick with this is medieval for those, because that makes it more general. Everything else that I had said, take that part as it resonates, okay? It's a night, someone's, see, I want to channel it even more, and they're going, a lot of the masculines, excuse me, not just masculines in general, a lot of these divine masculines that are said twins, and I do that because labels are shit, right? Labels are 3D. But I have to say it because you guys can't quite read my mind just yet. Labels aren't important, but in any case, the divine masculine's twin energy, they all have this connection to the Brotherhood, okay? It's masonry, you know, shit like that. Sorry guys, I'm gonna get into it as much as they'll allow me to. Next card is imprisonment or slavery. Someone here in a past life was imprisoned incorrectly. It could have been the knight. Whether the knight was you in a past life or your masculine, right? Because in other lives, we can take on different genders. But someone here that had knight or medieval connections was wrongfully accused of something and also imprisoned. No, I'm not feeling that. These two cards stuck. Sorry, I'm not feeling those two. Food and hunger. They died. They died of, and this is not all of the lifetimes, okay? So take this as it resonates. In somebody's past life, they died of hunger, possibly because they were thrown into some kind of a prison cell and they died of starvation, is what I feel. That's just one particular life. Horrible, horrible. This does not have to be directly related to the knighthood, okay? So if you have a past life where you feel like you've been imprisoned and left in there and then you starve to death, this could be for you regardless of what time period. That's why someone in this lifetime may have issues with food now, or in past lives they may have had issues with food. Sorry, I gotta stop when they start going again. Meaning they either eat a lot or they don't eat at all. They have an issue with food. It may even translate to their children too, or family life. It could be like ancestral DNA of like it's trauma. So it's like a family of like overweight people. Do you see what I'm saying? Because it's this thing where in one past life someone starved, they didn't have food. So then in all the other lifetimes they overeat. Scribe or writer. I love this card. You have a scroll here that's sealed up. Someone here in a past life was connected to or was a scribe. Scribe is somebody who takes note, basically. It's a note keeper, note taker, record keeper, however you want to look at it. Very important job back in the day. Yeah, very important because you have to be accurate. I feel like in this life they may possibly do the same, or they write things down. Some people prefer their phone, writing notes in their phone. This could be a person that prefers to hand, pen, paper. The arts could be a musician writing music, writing song lyrics. In this lifetime. Also in past lifetimes, this would be somebody here who's always loved the arts. Whether this would be paintings, whether this would be music, whether this would be acting, plays, things of that sort. Somebody here has always loved the arts, or they're very into it in this lifetime. Could be, they could be an author too, Anything that uses a creative mind with the arts is what it feels like coming through. Authority figures. This person may have had issues with authority figures because the authority figure here in the imprisonment or slavery where they were wrongfully imprisoned, that rubbed them the wrong way, obviously, right? So in this particular lifetime or in past lives, they may be very rebellious when it comes to authority figures or the law. This could be somebody who was a bad boy, bad girl, right, in this life, because they say, fuck you, fuck the authority, fuck the police, whatever it is. And they feel some type of way because of this past life where they've been wrongfully accused. Father. This could have been someone's father that went through all of this, so they watch it as a little child. This could also be that you, in this lifetime, this person is a father. They could have been a father to you in a past life. You could have been their father. But I feel like in this life, the father may have been non-existent. Something just tells me that as part of the karmic lesson was the father was non-existent or died at a very early age. One of the two. So it's almost like they make sure that, say you got father and mother. So I'm going to take this back. I'm going to reel this back in. This is for somebody or for a group of people who have lost either a father or mother at a very young age, or they're non-existent in their life. Now, what this means is that in their own life now, if they have children, they're trying their damnedest to make sure their children never have to go through that. So if like their parent was absent, they're going to make sure that they're a damn good mother or father. Vows and the baby. Holy shit balls. Someone here in a past life had a very important job, which was they vowed to protect a child. It was probably boy who becomes king, right? So this baby here would have been somebody destined to be very important, and probably boy who becomes king, because now we have the knighthood here. Makes perfect sense. Somebody here vowed to protect this child above all costs. Whether you're the child or you're the person protecting the child in this past life, right? But it has this medieval feel to it. So it definitely feels very Lancelot-y, very King Arthur, very, Excalibur, sword energy and shit, right? The moat with the castle and stuff has that feeling of it. I can even hear the music of like that medieval time frame, and them just gorging, sitting there feasting like this. But there were vows to protect this child. That's one thing, right? The second thing here was there were secret vows taken, marriage. But there was a child here. So I don't know if this was a secret relationship because it was something that was a no-no, meaning it was a king or queen with someone who was not of noble blood, or if this, I don't know why, or if this was because it needed to be hidden out of protection, even if this was a king or a queen getting married, having a child. I don't know what this was, but in any case, there was a secret vow that took place here. Secret vow, and then you also had a vow here, could have been public, to protect a child. So it could be two separate things. I feel the boy becomes king. And I feel like in that lifetime, maybe something had happened. Maybe the boy is the one who got wrongfully imprisoned. But I feel like, see, persecution and inquisition, they were just wrongfully accused. It was very Joan of Arc energy of like, they spoke the truth and got persecuted for it and ridiculed. And I want to say, like, in that particular lifetime, they may have been robbed of ruling their kingdom, but it's their divine birthright to rule an empire and kingdom. So in this lifetime, it may play out in a different way. They may just end up being really successful, but I don't think they were born with a silver spoon in their mouth. I think they were born under really harsh circumstances, either poor or poor and lost a parent young, and they're self-made. That's the karmic repayment for this person. The universe said, wow, you didn't just act like a victim. You literally kept fighting, and the repayment for that is huge. High priest or priestess. See, this is the one that took the vow, I believe, to protect. That was the secret vow. Back in the day, oh, see, the abundance. This is the karmic repayment, finances. Right there, I can feel it. The karmic repayment is huge because someone was so wrongfully done in a past life. Everything washes in the end. Everything washes in the end. All right, guys, if you want to purchase the extended where I will pull a tarot spread, click on the link below. Follow me on Instagram, xi_Missy_xi. And remember, please be patient on readings, whether you're requesting it or whether you're waiting on one, okay? Time frames are just estimates, okay? Give or take a week or so. So if you want to book a reading with me, bear that in mind, okay? If I quote 2 to 3 weeks for recorded, it can take up to 4. It just kind of depends. We most certainly won't push it to 5, and if there is pushing it to 5, I would communicate that to you, like, hey, listen, super, super behind, blah, blah, blah. You can wait, or I can give you a full refund, okay? So if there's no communication though, it's still within that time period, it's probably because I just haven't gotten to yours yet, okay? But thank you guys again so much for your patience, and I'll see you in the extended. Bye.